patient evidence is the information focused on how a patient feels and functions in relation to their health and treatment, including their experiences, preferences, needs and priorities. It goes beyond traditional clinical data to include patients' lived experience. So it's about their symptoms, their quality of life, their values, goals and priorities, and it's how these impact their day-to-day life and how things may change over time. So patient evidence is important for patient organisations, particularly for myeloma, because myeloma is a chronic and relapsing nature, means that patients undergo long-term treatment with significant side effects. So this has an impact on daily life, on patients' mental health. It's really important to understand. And if we can understand what matters most to patients, it can help guide treatment decisions and lead to more patient-centred care. We can also use patient evidence to help drive drug development innovation in areas of unmet need. And it can also highlight evidence gaps that are important to patients that may be overlooked by other stakeholders. Patient-centred research can provide evidence for policymakers and regulators and can influence funding and approval decision-making. Patient organisations can use patient evidence to inform their advocacy strategy and initiatives. It can be used to develop education materials to help with responses to national reimbursement decision-making and to advocate for decision-making from healthcare professionals, policymakers and regulators that's based on what matters most to patients. So the Patient Evidence Department was established in 2020 as a way of generating robust evidence on patients' needs and experiences. At MPE, we work with our members, with other patient organisations, with academia, regulatory bodies and industry to understand more about what gaps exist within the myeloma landscape and how best to generate evidence on these. So we develop our own projects with patients and families at the centre and generate evidence at the European level for patients' voices to be heard. We also collaborate on projects that are led by external organisations on priority topics that contribute to our goals. And we work alongside MPE's other work streams to anticipate what questions need to be asked and what the data needs are to support data-driven decision-making. Our overarching goal is to provide data that can help improve the experiences, outcomes and access for myeloma patients and their families.